I'm live. Hello. Welcome to India. I will wait for a moment until a couple more people join. This live stream is actually, if you're watching in the future, it has not been scheduled in advance because I have to use my phone and I can't use my computer because there you can't see. Can you see? Ah, over there. There's a military base, and so I can't use my computer. And this is the only area with sufficient Wi-Fi, sufficient internet to actually have a live stream. So I'm going to wait for a couple moments. Hello, hello, a couple of you. And I don't know how to work this thing. So I think this is maybe the first time, second time that I've did this from my phone. So how do I... Ah, there's the messages. Hello, hello, how are you? I don't know what I'm doing. So what does this button do? Oh. Oh, I can make my face look different. Like this? Oh, wow, look at that. I look better. Maybe. Black and white. Do we like black and white? I can do black and white. This is cool. Or now I can look like... I don't know what that is. Well, this is weird. I can be in a documentary, it says. This is documentary colors, apparently. And I can haunt you. Very scary. That does look creepy. Or I can be a sketch, like a photo. I don't know. This is weird. How about normal? Normal's okay. Anyway, hello. Wow, a few of you joined pretty quick. So right now it should be, I think, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hi, I'm in India too. Yeah, New Delhi. Awesome. Cool. I'm currently in Varanasi. Yeah, so the last month has been interesting. I'm about 2 weeks behind on my live stream because I've been traveling and it's been really difficult where I'm living in Varanasi. I live on the water, and next to the water, and in my house there's no internet. So unfortunately, I had to come here to the park. It's a long story, really difficult. So anyway, let's rewind. Let's rewind. How do I get rid of this? Can I do that? Oh, no, that's canceling. Do you want to stop the streaming? No. I don't know what I'm doing. This? Just kidding. I don't know. Ah, there we go. Cool. Anyway, so I was in China just a couple of weeks ago, and I left China. My visa was about ready to expire. Plus, I had to meet a friend in Varanasi. So she came from Vietnam, and we met up for 2 days and walked around and explored. Showed her what little bit I know about the city, and it was interesting. Her obviously the culture for her is completely different, as it is to me also. So I don't know, it was fun. Fun to see her again. She was actually in a video of mine, maybe 2 videos of mine, I'm not sure, on my Vietnam series. So you can find her on some of those. Anyway, so I have not done any filming here whatsoever, like zero. And I stayed here for 2 months earlier this year in Varanasi. I didn't do any filming. I don't know. I come here and I just chill out and I relax and I edit, and I don't film. So weird. Maybe I should, but I don't want to. Anyway, so I left China, and now I flew to India. Flew to Varanasi. I have been here for 2 weeks, and I will be here for 1 more week. After a week, I will go to central India. I will go to Goa, and I'll be in Goa for a couple of weeks with a friend from Russia. He's coming, and he says, "Hey, let's meet." I said, "Okay." So that'll be interesting, and so we'll just chill out, and I don't know. I don't even know I don't know what there is to do in Goa. I think it's like a party town. I think so. I don't know. Interesting, and so I'll hang out there for a couple weeks. And then basically my goal for the winter is just to travel in southern India and see what southern India is like. I have no idea. I've heard the culture is very different than the north, so we'll find out. Hello, hello, all of you. Oh my gosh, so many of you. Hey, hey, hello. So many of you. Eden, Roy, Andy, Damon, hello. Hello from Vancouver. I just wrote you a message yesterday, so that will be coming soon. However long it takes to arrive from the post office in India to your house in Vancouver, it's coming. By the way, if you also want a message, all these messages appear and then disappear. Ah, there we go. By the way, if you want a postcard from me, go to the link below in all my videos, and you can actually get a postcard from me sent to you, which is kind of cool. So There we go. This is how you do that. Ah, hello, DJ, Andrew, Chris, and Gio, and Roy, and okay, it's the same people again. Okay, cool. Vancouver, Canada, from New York City. My VPN that I'm using right now to connect is actually in New York City right now. Awesome. Film burning, no, no. So when I was here earlier this year, filming was okay, but they did some type of transition where you're not allowed to take photos or videos in that area anymore. Earlier this year, they were like going around with signs and saying, no, you can't do this, which makes sense. I mean, I think it's kind of creepy for people to go and take tons of photos of dead burning bodies and grieving families. I don't know, just kind of weird to me. So I have never filmed in that area or took photos just because it seems weird. But I can't tell you how many foreigners come to that area and just stand there and take tons of photos of dead bodies, and it's just really creepy and weird to me. So, but they officially now say no. So weird. Bonjour de France. France. Yeah, who did I meet from France the other day? I was walking along the Ghats and some guy took my photo and he was from France and he was speaking a little bit of French to me. But I know some words in French, but not a lot. What keeps me there? Right now, the only reason I came to Varanasi is to meet my friend. She was doing a tour in northern India, and one of the cities that she was going to was Varanasi. I could have met her in other cities, but I think Varanasi was her longest period of time in one particular place, and so that made most sense for me to go to that area. And I've been here before, so I kind of know the area. It's nothing crazy new to me or anything, so that's why I came here. What keeps me here is I'm just waiting here right now until my friend arrives in Goa, and then I will meet him in Goa on the same day. So I will fly into Goa on one day and he will fly there the same evening, I guess. So the only thing I'm doing here is just editing every day and relaxing, I guess, mostly editing and practicing my Hindi. For those of you who don't know, I speak Hindi now, kind of choppy Hindi. Yeah, so Hindi, I now speak more Hindi than Spanish, which is weird, and so that's fun. Goa sucks unless you party every night. I know, I know. But my friend, he says he wanted to go to Goa because it just seems like the area that's most interesting to him. So I said, yeah, no problem, let's go. So I've never been there. I don't know. Maybe it's cool, maybe it's not. Maybe there's tours in the area. I'm most interested in just soaking up a little bit of sun. Surprisingly, when I was in China, I was inside editing like every day, and so I didn't really go outside and remove my clothing, so therefore I'm white as a ghost, like for real. I've gained a little bit of color while being here in Varanasi. Sometimes I go swimming, so yeah, but what did you say? Oh yeah, Goa sucks. I don't know. I just want to sit by the ocean, have a beer, and sit in the sun a bit, and maybe there's some cool things in the area. I have no idea, absolutely no idea. Go to Kerala, yeah, that's probably on my list for this winter. Yeah, my goal really is, remember, I'm the crazy guy, so I don't go to the general areas that most people go and say, go there because all of the tourists say it's really cool. No, so wherever the tourists go, generally I avoid, and I go to the places that tourists kind of just don't go. And maybe that's one big reason why my YouTube channel, not a lot of people come across my channels, because my keywords are not, hey, let's go to Paris, France and visit the Eiffel Tower, these big keywords that people use. I don't know, I avoid those places, so therefore not many people search for, hey, let's go to the non-touristic areas. Enter. Nobody does that, so nobody watches my stuff. But that's okay, it's still fun for me. But Kerala is on my list of things to do. I just won't go to the tourist areas and do all of the tourist things. I will go far away from the tourist areas in Kerala and hang out with the local people. That's probably what I will do. Suggestion, go to Hampi instead of Goa, very close. Well, everything's already booked, so I can't, and it's written in stone, so I literally can't. Do you enjoy India more than you enjoy the Philippines? Don't ask me that question. That's a difficult question. I don't know. Both places have things that I enjoy more than the other country. So I love India because the language is generally easy for me. Maybe it would be if I spent some time in Philippines as well. I guess the big thing is visa. Visa right now. India wins on the visa, not by a little, but by a long shot. So I paid, as an American, I guess we're kind of lucky as Americans with India. We have a connection, I guess. So I paid $165 for my visa, and it's a 10-year visa. That's insane. So in the Philippines, I've heard different things, but when I walked into the office in the Philippines and asked, how much does it cost for a 6-month visa? 6 months, not 10 years, 6-month visa. He says, well, you can't get a 6-month visa. You have to come in every month and renew it. So every 30 days, I'm required to go to an office and pay money. But anyway, it equaled about $600 to $650 for 6 months, just for like a piece of paper. Like, what the hell? So that's insane. And no, I that's not cool to me. So that's the major reason why I'm not going back to the Philippines. It's because it's kind of expensive. So you have to go in to the country and pay every month, or fly out of the country and pay for a plane ticket to go to another country and then fly back. And so, I mean, if you're working in the United States and you're just taking a trip, yeah, this is chump change. This is nothing. But as a person who is unemployed, has been for 3.5 years, and basically just travels and spends money every single day, yeah, it kind of gets expensive. So I have to save money. So unfortunately, the Philippines, I love it, but that's the big reason that's holding me, that I haven't returned. In terms of culture, the frickin' people in the Philippines are amazing. I love them, but also in India. So just to give you an inside thing that I don't really talk about much, traveling in India earlier this year, for those of you who watch my 6-month series, that's 180 days of solid nonstop travel. And out of 180 nights at a hotel, you would think, I didn't pay for 180 nights in a hotel. I paid for about 15 or 18 days at a hotel. 15 or 18 nights I slept at a hotel. The rest, other people's houses. No joke. That's just how cool people were. They were saying, no, stay in my house. Don't pay for a hotel. Don't do this. Don't do that. People were so welcoming in India. So the culture here is cool. That did not happen in the Philippines. It's just a different culture in the Philippines. But the Philippines, people are cool, relaxed, laid back, in touch with the current times. India, the culture is very, very different, especially in the villages. They are so unaware of the outside world. It is weird. But it's cool. Not everyone, but not the people who are educated and plugged into modern society, but the rest of the people who live in villages are so out of touch with current times and reality. And I think that's what draws me to India, because the people are so interesting, because they lack information about current affairs outside India. So it's really interesting. I have people who want to watch the live stream. So there's also people to my side. Oh, there's another one. I'm in a park right now. So I don't know. To answer your question, I can't really. The big reason is the visa. Other than that, India and the Philippines to me are tied in first place. They're super, super cool. The stream is lagging for others. Yeah, I don't know. It must be on their end, I think, because my internet right now, I'm streaming at 15 megs per second. So that's a lot. It's very fast here. I'm next to the tower. The internet tower is somewhere here. I don't know. Hello. The internet tower is like next to me, so there is no faster part in the entire city. Can you come to Cambodia? No. Cambodia was cool. I'm glad I went, but Cambodia was difficult for me. Posting on the internet to get people to hang out with me. I mean, I got responses from tons of people in Cambodia saying, yeah, let's hang out. I only charge $20 per day. What? Like, the only reason people wanted to be my friend was to get money from me in Cambodia, and that was posting on the internet. And when I was in person, walking in the tourist area or so far out in the village that they must see one tourist per year, you can't get local prices. If I wanted to buy anything, I had to pay double, triple, or quadruple prices just to get that same item. If I sat down for a meal and ate, and it was someone next to me, I ordered the same thing, they paid 50 cents, for example, I would have to pay $1.50 or $2 for the exact same thing. So it was just constant cheating, and that is the one thing that I did not like about Cambodia. I did, however, meet some cool people in Cambodia, and they were very kind, very honest, very friendly. They were cool. And there was no cheating at all, like none, zero. They were so kind, welcoming, and helpful. But I mean, I would say both Bangladesh and Cambodia are tied with each other for the amount of cheating that I experienced. And that, being a person who travels the world for people and culture, that really got under my skin, I guess. If the honesty isn't there, why would I want to return, kind of thing. But the people, oh, the lady is sweeping next to me. Ganda. No, that's okay. The lady is sweeping next to me, so all the dust just went in my face. So basically, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't really want to return back to a country that constantly cheats me and nobody was honest with me. I don't want to say nobody because I did meet cool people. Even in Bangladesh, I met a lot of awesome people in Bangladesh who were so friendly and welcoming. Specifically the business people, people who are in business. I guess that's what I mean. So if I meet people who are not trying to sell me something, awesome, they're great people. But if they're trying to sell me something, it becomes frustrating, I'll say that. So that is why I haven't returned to Cambodia. That is the reason. If I return to Cambodia, I think I would go to the northeast, because I heard that is where few tourists go. And so maybe I can find some authentic places where it's just not cheating and people are just cool. If that's the case, if you can tell me that would happen in Cambodia where there's less cheating or less tourists maybe, then I would go there, totally. But that was my biggest struggle with Cambodia. Where did you get your 10-year visa at? Any embassy ever. You can go anywhere to get your 10-year visa. I heard, however, on the internet I read that it is easier to get it, or it might be mandatory to get your 10-year visa as an American in America. Like if I would have got my visa in a different country, like if I was in Bangladesh touring and then I wanted to get my Indian visa, I would only get a 1 month or 3 month visa. They would not issue a 10-year. I'd have to get it within my own country. So I'd have to fly to the United States or mail my passport to the United States, get it, and then mail it back. But they wouldn't mail it across the country, so out of the country. So I don't know if that makes sense. You have to be in your own country. That's what I read, but I cannot confirm that. In Asia? Nope. America. I was just watching your videos. Yeah. Cool. You had an independent mind. You have an independent mind and enjoy your life and do what you want. Good for you. Yeah, I kind of do. It's cool. Yeah, it's interesting. When did you leave Bangladesh? A long time ago. That gives you an idea how far behind I am on YouTube. I exited in February, the beginning of February, I think. Yeah, the very beginning of February. So I'm behind. But good news is I've been editing and I have 3 videos finished and finished, uploaded, and ready to post for the future. One will be posting tomorrow morning on autopilot. I have 2 more videos that I just edited, one yesterday, a couple days before also. So I'm getting caught up here in wherever I'm at, India. I don't even know what country I'm in. Here in India, I'm getting caught up on my videos. I bought this thing. I'm going to try it this morning. Amul, which is the big milk company in this country, Cool Cafe. Looks pretty good, but sometimes the package can be deceiving. I'm going to put you down on my leg for a moment. Oh, my phone is warning me. You changed the view. I have to open this somehow.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, you.
Yes.
Hello. Your finger. So earlier this year I was in Varanasi and I was walking along the Ghat, and this poor man had just hit his thumb with a hammer really hard. Like, I mean, it split into like 10 different directions. And so I had medicine like in my pocket and I put it on his phone. Wait, let me see your thumb.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow, it looks normal. Check out his thumb. I cannot see. Can you see? Where's his thumb? Yeah, it looks normal now, but before, yeah, it's okay. Wow, acha. Very good. Yeah, so his thumb was literally split into like 10 different directions. I could see It was disgusting, I can tell you that much. But now it looks like a normal thumb, and this was on the completely other side of the city, so he's here now. That's interesting. Oh wow, that's really good. I have another viewer. Hello. So yeah, I have an audience here in India, maybe in the park. Hold on, you guys are commenting really quick. I have to catch up with you. When did you leave Bangladesh? Yeah, February. Retirement visa for the Philippines costs thousands and thousands of dollars plus. Yeah, I've read things like this. Yeah, it's just kind of insane. If the Philippines would change their rules and regs, I think they could attract more people. They do attract a very large audience every year, but I think it could increase more sweeping. But yeah, that is the reason why I'm not going back right now. It's just too expensive. And plus, the Philippines is an incredibly cheap country. Like, you don't need tens and tens of thousands of dollars to live in the Philippines. I mean, it's just insane. So yeah, it's just governments trying to cheat and collect, because I don't know. I guess I don't want to say too much on the internet. Who knows where it will go? But it's just not good. How much about Vietnam as far as foreign pricing goes? Did you find the, I don't know what that word is, outcharged you as well? I don't know. Did you find they maybe cheated you? Upcharged. Upcharged. Yeah, but I would say being a third world country and many people are kind of poor, surprisingly, people would not cheat you near as much as other places. I was consistently cheated, tried to be cheated, but I knew the prices because I lived there for so long. In the city, Ho Chi Minh City, in the tourist area, yeah, people cheated. And I would call them out instantly and say, you're cheating, because I could speak a little bit of Vietnamese at the time. So I would call them out. And they're like, oh, then they got really uncomfortable because they knew I caught them. But yeah, it was just in the tourist areas. The moment you walk 8 minutes in any direction and you're out of the tourist area, and people become cool. Just done. It's just like that. So no, living in small villages, it was extremely rare that someone would cheat me, and I mean rare. No, it was cool. Really honest people in Vietnam. Yeah. I even rented an apartment. And you've maybe seen that video. Rented an apartment for 1 month. I could only stay there for 2 weeks, but I had to pay for 1 month. But to rent that apartment, it was like $50 US for 1 month. I mean, the lady could have told me it was 200, and I would have thought that was normal, but something like that. Maybe I would have thought that was a little high, but anyway, she could have cheated me, and I know she didn't, because I asked the locals after I moved in what they paid, and they all said it was that price. So yeah, it was just, and that's just one of countless examples, because I bought stuff every day, man. I lived there for a year, so they were really good in Vietnam. You got to learn to bargain. Yeah, I know, and I hate bargaining, because maybe it's the Western mindset is, or maybe it's just me, I don't know. Bargaining is crazy, because so a man is trying to sell this, right? He has a whole table full of these. The price is listed on the bottle, and it's 25 rupees. 25 rupees. But let's say the price is not on the bottle, and I don't know the price. He would say, it's 50 rupees. And I would say, no, thank you, that's too high, and then walk away. And he says, okay, 35 rupees. What? So if the price was 35 rupees, then why didn't you just tell me it was 35 rupees? So why did you try to cheat me? You did try to cheat me. There's no way around that. It's not about bargaining. It's about him cheating me, because he was willing to take additional money on top of what the value actually was. So that is cheating. So therefore, I would walk away, and even if he says, okay, 25 rupees, and give me the actual price, I would still not accept it. I would go to someone else, because I do not want to support someone who is cheating. So yes, it is very difficult for me in bargaining, because bargaining to me is dishonesty and it's cheating. Either tell me what the real price is and I will pay for it, or try to cheat me and I'm going to walk away. You are not my friend anymore. And there's been times even in India where people cheat me, because it's often here in India as well. And I will go to a shop, walk in, and he tries to cheat me by a lot. And I told him, you're cheating. Oh, no, sir, no, sir. And then I show him the price on the bottle, and then he's like, really uncomfortable, because he knows I caught him. And so every day for like 2 months, I would go to his neighbor. I would walk past him and stop at this man, and say, yeah, he's a cheater, I will go to your shop. And this man was completely honest. So he was embarrassed every single day because he knew that he was cheating, and I would tell people that he was cheating. So he was known in the area, I guess, as a cheater now. So, don't cheat me. I don't like to be cheated. So yes, I hate bargaining because it's a form of cheating in my mind. Here in New Delhi, you have to say no to people all the time. Yeah. It can get to you. I know. Here, that's India everywhere. Tourist areas in India everywhere. It's the same thing. So much dust. Oh my God, they're sweeping all around me. But there's nowhere else to sit except in the dirt. I could sit there in the dirt, but what the hell? Yeah, instead of us for example, if I want to, here in this city, if I want to go on a boat, you would think that I would go to a boat and stop and say, hey, how much does it cost to go on a boat? I want to go on a boat. Makes logical sense here. But in India, no. Everyone and their brother will come up to you in every part of the city. Sir, boat, sir, boat. Like, what the hell? No, if I want a boat, I'll go to the boat and I'll ask for a boat. Like, why are you trying to sell me a boat? That's just one example. I mean, people just come up to you and try to sell you all kinds of things. I'm like, if I want that thing, I will go to that place. Don't bother me. It's so weird. Next time when you come to India, please do visit the northeast. I was just there. What are you talking about? Go check my series. Yeah, not the completely northeast, like in that small section above Bangladesh. I've never been there. I want to go there, if that's what you're referring to. I was in Calcutta several times. I did 0 filming there. Long story. But I did go to Bihar, and I hung out in Bihar for 2 months. I have a video on that, so check that one out in my playlist. I think you can get 1-year visa for Vietnam for a U.S. citizen. Totally can, business visas, but as far as I know, the 3-month visa is the longest you can get. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't looked at it, but I have no intention to go to Vietnam anytime soon. I have some other things up my sleeve, so not yet. I'm going to Bangladesh next month from London. You got any tips for me? Yeah, make friends fast, because I can tell you, man, I am a seasoned traveler and I've been to places that most people would freak out if they were in, and I feel pretty proficient in traveling alone in crazy places that are confusing. And I will tell you, Bangladesh by far is the most difficult country I have ever traveled in, period. The infrastructure is unimaginably difficult. The everything, it's just unbelievable. The language, there's no English. Nobody speaks English. It's very rare to find someone who speaks any words in English. And in addition, so the writing is not in English, and you think, well, sometimes there's numbers. Nope. The Bangladeshi characters of numbers are completely different characters. The only one that looks the same is the number 8, right? But that doesn't even mean 8, that means 4. If you see a number 8, it does not mean 8, it means 4. What the hell? So, yep, it's just insane. It really, really is difficult. You must get a SIM card, but you can't because you're a foreigner. So how do you have internet to use Google Translate? If you have Google Translate, it's wonderful. You can just talk, no problem. If you don't have a SIM card, good luck. You will get nowhere. I promise you. It is nuts, man. It is absolutely nuts. But it was awesome, and I want to go back. But all I can say is make a friend who will give you a SIM card, because without that SIM card, your life will be hell. It is really a difficult place, because you want to talk to people, to ask them questions, to get from here to there. No one will understand you. You cannot translate anything. It is rough. So, but it's cool. If you can translate and communicate, the place is cool. I want to go back and explore more. What the world needs is more people like you. Well, thank you. I don't know about that. Sometimes I'm crazy. Rohan, hello. You need to hang out with Carl Rock in India. Yeah, I know who he is. If you set up a meeting, let's do it. He speaks significantly more Hindi than me. I'm very jealous. I'm so jealous. I wish I could just take his Hindi and put it in my brain. I study and speak to so many people every day, but I still feel like a baby. And I can form some decent sentences too, but it's just, man, I need to learn more. Are you came here, Philippines? Yes, I visited the Philippines already, but I have no plans on going back anytime soon. I want to, but not yet. I have a whole Philippines series, so make sure you check that out. What country that you haven't been to is number one on your bucket list? It's on my list right now, Pakistan. I'm going to Pakistan maybe in March. Nothing is set up. That's just what I want in my brain. I haven't even contacted the embassy to figure things out. I went on the internet and started to pull my hair out because I'm so stressed trying to figure it out. It's a really difficult thing to get to Pakistan, according to everything I've read online. The paperwork and the information that they need from you, and it's really expensive. Everything that I see, it says $165 for 1 month in Pakistan, which Americans are charged the most amount of money over anyone else. It's just insane. So, but sometimes those visas, you can pay that for 1 month, or you can get a 3-month visa for the same price. Some countries do things like that, and Pakistan might be the same. A friend of mine from Pakistan, I would say a friend, someone messaged me recently and said that Pakistan is changing in terms of tourism. So they're really trying to promote tourism to bring many people to the country, which is a good idea. And so they're making it easier for foreigners to get in and get visas. And if that's the case, hallelujah, I want in. Bring me. I want to go. Yeah, so that's probably number one on my list. Why? Because very, very few people go, so it makes it more authentic. And people generally think it's a very, very dangerous country, so that makes me want to go more and kind of disprove them. There's a couple regions that I will not go to because it's notoriously dangerous, specifically towards Americans. So there's certain places that I will not go. But generally, the people, I mean, you must remember only 50 years ago, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and India were one country, and then they split apart. So it's basically almost the same kind of people, the same culture, the same, I mean, there's small differences, but generally the same type of people. And so if that's the case, then why not go to Pakistan? Anyway, and it's beautiful too. It looks really cool. The photos and videos that I've seen look amazing. So I would say that's number one on my list. Also, what are some things on your bucket list? Things? Well, the only real thing that I have on my bucket list is to climb a mountain, to go on a mountain above the cloud line and look down on clouds. To me, that is the coolest thing ever. I want to do that. I've never did that. When I was in Cambodia, I took a motorbike to the top of a mountain, and I was even. The clouds were hitting me in the nose and like going beyond me. So that doesn't count. I want to go if the mountain. I went to the highest part too. So I want to be above the clouds. That would be super cool. So that's pretty much the immediate bucket list thing. I guess the second bucket list would be to be fluent in a second language. Obviously, English is my first language, my only language, and now I speak more Hindi than I do Spanish and Vietnamese. And at the time, before I left Vietnam, I spoke more Vietnamese than I did Spanish. So I would say right now it's English number one, Hindi, Vietnamese, and then Spanish is number three. Yeah, weird. I just want to be I want to be almost fluent in another language. But what I'm doing right now, for those of you who don't know, I'm traveling the world trying to determine which country I like the most. I mean, I'm traveling for a long time. I'm not going to just stop next week. So based on all of the countries that I go to, I will determine which culture and place that I like the most. And it depends on expenses and stuff like that. And then I will move there. I will get a visa, a long-term visa, or maybe a citizenship. I have no idea if that's possible, and live there. And then whatever country that is, I am determined to learn that language. So maybe it's India, maybe it's the Philippines, maybe it's the northern part of Cambodia, because I didn't really care for the southern part. No idea. But whatever country that is, I will learn that language. There's just no way around that. But I just have to determine which country it is. Yeah, maybe it's Pakistan. I don't know. Yeah, this is really good. Not as good as like Starbucks or something, but it's not bad for something in a bottle. Yeah, anyway. Also, Calcutta sucks. I was there for a week, too modern for me. Well, the area that I was in definitely was not modern. I don't know where you were, but oh my God. Had to pay money to a shoe shine friend of his. What? I don't know. Do you ever think you will go back to America? Yeah, I'm sure. I don't want to. I was there a year ago for my cousin's wedding, just for 3 months to say hello and hang out and celebrate, I guess. But generally, no, I don't like the United States. not that I don't like the United States, it's just that I don't enjoy it. It's just, I understand the culture inside and out, and it's just boring. Like, I've learned about myself that I enjoy learning. I enjoy experiencing new things. Like, once I figure out how to do something or understand something completely, instead of saying, wow, I really know how to do this really, really well, let's do it forever. No. Like, once I figure it out, I say, okay, done. Like, it's like a Rubik's Cube to me. I solved it, now push it to the side and solve a different puzzle. So basically, that's what it's like for me in life, the game of life. I figure out something that I want to do. I do it. I figure it out. Huh? Yeah. I don't know what they want. He has a bag of mud. No joke. What is this?
What is what?
Ya kya hai? Isme kya hai?
Ketua.
Huh?
Ketua.
Oh, worms. They have worms. They just have. Ah, they're going to use it to go fishing. Machli something.
Yeah.
Machli. Wow, they're catching worms to go fishing. Do you want these? Anyway, crazy. Machli, what's the word? Fishing. Fish is machli. Fishing is machli something. It's another word after machli, and it means like hook or something. Anyway, I don't know. Where was I? No idea. Will I go back to America again? No, it's boring. And oh wow, I can zoom in on myself. What is happening here? Oh wow, you can like see my eyeball. My eyes are blue, in case you didn't know. Actually, my mother's eyes are blue, my father's eyes are green, and mine are like these weird in-between things. Anyway, I didn't know I could do that. So the only thing that would bring me back to the United States is like a major death in the family. But there's nothing interesting that would bring me back, and really, it's just not cool. I enjoy traveling the world and experiencing the things that are different. Ah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, so I just enjoy I enjoy learning new things, figuring it out, and then moving on to the next thing that I can learn and figure out. So for me, that is culture. I enjoy experiencing the culture, learning about the culture. It's really difficult because I don't speak the language, so I have to ask many people using my phone to translate and ask weird questions to figure things out. Or sometimes I meet people who speak English and they can answer a lot of questions for me, and they think like, why are you asking these questions? I'm like, sorry, I just want to know everything about everything. So I'm weird, but that's okay. But America, no, I understand everything and it's really boring to me, so no thank you. How to make money, Shushain, where are you? Can't wait to see you go to Pakistan. How long will you stay there? No idea. Maybe 1 month because of the visa, and maybe only 1 month because I don't like it, or maybe 6 months because the visa is cheap, and maybe 6 months because I freaking love it and I think it's an awesome country. I don't know, man. I have no idea. That's the cool thing about my life. All I know is I have a plane ticket in less than 1 week to go to Goa, India, to hang out with a friend for 2 weeks. And then after that, I have like nothing officially planned. Zero. I don't even know which city I'm going to go to after Goa. My plan is to go to Goa, talk to local people, figure out what is in the area, and then go to that area. That's basically my plan. So that's how far in advance I plan, just to give you an idea. Yeah, it's weird. So, but before, remember, I'm uploading Bangladesh videos now. After Bangladesh, I'm going to upload all my videos in China. I spent 6 months in China. So for those of you who don't know, I was in China for 6 months and I just got back. So I have a lot of content, and that series is going to be different because usually I go to like the places where tourists don't go, but the friend that hosted me generally isn't interested in those type of places. He wants to go to the tourist area. So in China, I went to every tourist area in eastern China, it felt like. So yep, get ready for tourist area. I have tourist areas. I have so many videos about the tourist areas, and the views are spectacular in China. Like, whoa, the landscape is awesome. So it's going to be pretty cool in my opinion. Let's see. Have you had a lot of diarrhea problems in Asia? Interesting question. Fair. I would not say a lot, no. But definitely had my share. I would say one rough go in Cambodia, 2 in Vietnam and 1 in India. Yeah. So it's been, yeah, some things you just can't control. And I try my best to, if I eat street food, I will wait in a line full of people to get it. I will never be the first in line or the last or anything. I want to be in the middle where the food is fresh and cooked and clean and other people are eating before me and people trust them, so I trust them. So that is still my system that I use, but sometimes it's not enough. And I generally don't eat a lot of street food. I usually go to a restaurant. And usually not the fancy restaurants, but, you know, middle. In this area, apparently everyone says that I go to the best restaurant in the area, and I go there every day, twice a day. Usually twice a day, sometimes once. But for me, it's just like it would be the lowest class restaurant in the United States. Like you'd be like, do I want to eat here? But everyone says that it's #1 in the area. So I don't know. But generally, no. It's rare. It's quite rare for me. But I just don't eat everything in sight. I'm particularly picky. You should go to Pakistan to try their food. Oh man, I'm gonna eat a lot of food. Don't you worry. Better than Indian foods? I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, by the way, yeah, you are in all of my videos, right? I can't see. Let's get really close. I can't see. I don't know your last name. I think so. Yes. Hopefully you're enjoying the series that I'm uploading with you in it. Better than Indian foods? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. But I will be trying Indian foods or Pakistani foods, and I will be making videos about them. So, yeah, it'll be fun. I work with Pakistanis, and it's a very progressive country, and it's mostly safe. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, India, I feel super, super safe in India, like super safe. And they are on the list of like, I think they're number 8 in terms of the most dangerous countries to live in on planet Earth. 8. India. And I feel super safe here. So, yeah, statistically it's terrible, but I feel awesome here and I feel totally safe. So, can't trust everything that you see. Where did I leave off? I have so many messages that I'm trying to scroll through here. You should go to Pakistan. I work with Pakistanis. How much money do you travel with on a monthly basis? I won't answer that question, but enough to get by. Filmed in the Himalayas on the plane, all above the clouds. Everest was awesome. Yeah, filmed in the Himalayas on the plane, all above the clouds, and Everest was, yeah. Yeah, I would love to see that as well. I want to see that. In Pakistan, I'm excited. For those of you who don't know yet, I have a drone. I'm using a drone, but I can't use it in India because it's illegal, and unless I talk to an awesome police officer who say, yeah, no problem, go for it, then I will. But I looked at the drone laws in Pakistan, and there's like none. It's just like, be safe, go ahead, fly. So that's exciting. And so if I go to Pakistan, I'll be flying a lot. And plus, you're going to see a lot of drone footage in China too, so that's cool. You could probably get a job in Pakistan teaching English as a side gig. Yeah, I enjoy traveling rather than working, and then plus, it's really rough in the United States. If you're not from the United States, there's only 3 countries on planet Earth that double tax you. Obviously, America is one, meaning if I work in the United States and make money in the United States, obviously I have to pay taxes in the United States. But 3 countries, including the United States, if I go out of my country and work in any other country, I'm required to pay taxes to that country and pay taxes to my country. So I'm double taxed. So is it even worth it? So let's say I make $100,000 US. In that tax bracket, I would probably have to pay, depending on the country, completely depending on the country, maybe 20% in the home country, and then in our tax bracket in the United States, something like 30% or 25% in the United States. So really, out of $100,000, I'm only earning like 60 or something like that. So 40K is gone, like just like that. So it gets really frustrating. I don't know, but it's not about money, it's about time. If I work, then what time do I have for me? I don't. I'm living the life that I'm trying to get away from, which is work. I want to do what I want to do, which is travel and talk and meet people and food and culture. And the more time I'm spent working, the less excited that I am in life. So if it comes down to I need money, then yes, I would do it. But for now, not interested at all. Other than I would do it for free just to like volunteer because it'd be fun. Like, hey, culture, let me help you. That'd be cool. But turning it into a monetary thing, not really. Come back again here in the Philippines. It's more in here. Christmas every day. It's more in here. Yeah, Christmas is growing. I'm sure in the United States. I don't even know what month are we in. It's November. November 17th. So I'm sure Christmas has already started in the United States because those crazy people who start in like July, Christmas in July. Yeah. I remember I traveled in the Philippines during Christmas and everyone would say, sir, hello, Merry Christmas. I'd say, Merry Christmas. And they'd say, money? Merry Christmas, money? Like, what? Yeah, I don't know. So weird to me. America boring and stupid. That's why I'm moving out this month to Vietnam. I agree with you. Yeah, I wouldn't say stupid, but I would say it is boring. It's boring because I know a lot about it already. And so since I know everything about it, it becomes boring. Just like if I completely spoke Hindi, understood everything, lived here for a couple years and knew everything inside and out, eventually I might be bored with India. So, but for right now, it's just everything is new and crazy to me, so I like it. Could my wife and I live on $1,000 Social Security, retirement, any... Are you kidding me? Yes. So just to give you an idea, people in this area that I'm living in right now, like this kid, if this kid has average parents who are not poor, not rich, just live a normal life, their parents would probably earn about $250 a month, just to give you an idea. And that generally is about normal in many different parts of Asia. Give or take, sometimes less, sometimes a little bit more, but that seems to be about normal. So on $1,000 a month, you're doing wonderful. If you only make over 75 when you're out of America, only if you make over 75,000 when you're out of America. Yeah, you're probably talking about, yeah. I'm not sure what you mean. Would you, hello. Would you consider, क्या?
इसमें क्या पढ़ना है?
क्या?
इसको मतलब पढ़ना है क्या?
I don't know. Some things I don't understand. नहीं समझा. थोड़ा Hindi. Would you consider getting AirPods? AirPods meaning like not a string, if that's what you mean. AirPods, earpods? I don't know. But no, I don't like them. I like the string. Because the audio in the other ones are up here, and so my voice is not as good as the microphone, which is right next to my mouth. So the quality sounds better to me. Yeah. Hello. Oh, you want chocolate? I gave the other kids candy because they were standing next to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we have this guy. Oh, he's coming. Mr. Thumb. Thumb is coming. They see that I have candy, and so now they want it. Crazy. Yeah? How about that? Toffee. Coffee toffee. It's toffee that tastes like coffee. Coffee toffee.
घाट पे नहीं जा रहा क्या?
हाँ, मैं घाट रहता हूँ.
कहाँ रहते हो यार? जाते हो नहीं?
Same location. Same.
नए घाट?
Trilochan Ghat.
त्रिलोचन घाट?
Same place.
अच्छा.
Yeah. Tell him you want a chai. No, I can get a chai. In fact, I will probably get one after I'm finished talking to everyone and leave. Yeah, I like chai. It's from Japan. Japan. I have not been to Japan yet. I don't know. Maybe that's on my list of things to do in the distant future. But Japan is rather expensive, and unfortunately, my channel on YouTube doesn't pay me enough to go to Japan. So, not yet. I'm really hoping, so I'm kind of depressed. So as a YouTuber, I'm depressed, and this is why. As a content creator, someone who just uploads my life and travels, obviously my channel has not grown very much recently at all. I just went over 20K, which is cool, but it took me like 3.5 years to get there, which is terrible. But I think the major reason is that I don't go to the tourist areas. I'm kind of a unique traveler. So unfortunately, I haven't grown a whole lot. This is Mr. Thumb again. They all want to see the videos. And so because of that, obviously my income is very little on YouTube. I make enough to buy this every day. That's about it. So hopefully, I'm depressed because I was really anticipating gaining a lot of traffic in India. Didn't happen. But I knew Bangladesh content would grow massively because I've seen a lot of YouTubers who have went there, created content, and they exploded. Nope, nothing. So I'm really depressed. So maybe I just need to go to the tourist areas to grow, which I really don't want to do. I just want to do what I want to do, and hopefully YouTube helps. Because the reality is if the channel grows, then I get paid more, therefore I can travel more and go to more places. And so that's like a win-win situation for me. It's very fun, I enjoy it, and I earn enough money to continue traveling. I don't have to focus so much on saving money. It's just kind of do it because I want to. So I'm a little bit depressed with YouTube now because it's just really difficult to grow. And I'm hoping that after I'm finished with my Bangladesh series in the next month or something, that when I start releasing Chinese content, the channel will grow. I can only anticipate, I can only hope, because if that's the case, then I'll be very, 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 very happy because if my channel grows, income grows. If income grows, then I can travel freely and don't have to, we say, pinch pennies in the United States. For those of you who don't know what a penny is, it's just a small coin. So I don't have to worry about money as much. Because obviously being unemployed, traveling the world, it's not an easy thing. It really isn't. Man, it isn't. So I've been fortunate recently when I was in China, where it didn't really cost anything. So that was awesome. And my friend was very generous, very kind, and he kind of hosted me, which was wonderful. So I have been quite fortunate. I could have never traveled in China alone. Absolutely not. I would have spent all my money in the first week because it's so expensive in China. So anyway, so money problems. It's always, I knew this would be the case. It is what it is. I mean, it's either option A, stay in the United States, earn a lot of money, and live the American dream, buy a house, get a car, and work, 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 die. Or travel the world on a shoestring budget, making very little money, but enjoying life. So I choose this option. So yeah, money stress, but it's still cool. I dig it. You discovered me today. Well, happy discovery. Have you been to London yet? No, but I was 1 hour outside of London, I think. I was in Southampton, but I didn't do London. But it was only 7 times and for a couple moments. I was on a cruise ship, so I didn't even get off the boat. I don't think. I did. I got off in Southampton. I explored Southampton. I did. Actually have videos on YouTube about Southampton, but not London. I just discovered you today. Luckily found you live just after watching your video. Wow, that's ironic. You should buy a lotto ticket in your country, maybe. Someone behind you. Yes, everyone, nobody. There was a monkey here a second ago with 3 legs. That was interesting. He was just kind of hanging out by me. P.S. I like the way you are ending your video with time is running out. Hey, you guys want to see something cool? I've never even shared this before, so you guys are all in for a treat. Give me a second. I have to put this away and get naked, so hold on. Okay, I'm naked. So check this out. So when I was in Bangladesh, I figured I'd make a video about this eventually because it's kind of interesting. So I have some crazy hair just for you today. So I don't wear a lot of jewelry because I don't want to look like I have a lot of money and attract thieves and stuff. But my friend bought me a watch just like from Vietnam. She gave me this, so that's kind of cool. So now I know what time it is during the day and what day of the week it is. But generally, I have these. This is from the United States, the green one. The blue one, I had identical bracelets, green, you can't see, green, blue, and orange. They both said, all 3 said the same thing. Traveling in India, one little boy, like 14 years old, he's like, oh, I really, really, really want this. Everybody wanted my bracelets everywhere I walked. And finally, he just pushed me a little bit further than most. He's like, I really, really want this. I'm like, okay. So I gave him the orange one. So then I had 2 left. And then I met some guy in Udaipur, in a village somewhere. And he's like, oh, these are really cool. He says, I have a blue one, the small blue one. Can I have your blue one? And we'll trade. I said, yeah, that's cool. So we traded. So he has my blue one. I have his blue one. and then so now I have 2. And then when I went to where did I go? I went to Bihar, India. I got the red one, and then the one that's falling apart here I got from Bangladesh. So that's kind of cool. While I was in Bangladesh, I was with Wahid, I think. Yep, Wahid, and he's on this live chat right now, I think he was. I got this, which is kind of a cool thing. So the theory behind it, if I'm correct, is you go and talk to a Muslim priest, or whatever they're called, a Muslim man, priest thing, next to the mosque, next to the church, the mosque, and then you discuss your problems with him. I have this problem in life. So he says, okay, and he knows everything about the Quran, the Bible, the big Muslim Bible. And so he will find this type of situation or problem in the Bible, look and find a scripture that would kind of help you, and write this on a piece of paper, fold it up, open this, put it inside, and then close it, and then you wear it around your neck or around your arm or something like that. But I didn't do that. I just bought one, and I bought this. And this was not the one that I bought. I bought this a couple of days ago here in Varanasi because the other one broke finally. But anyway, inside here is a piece of paper. On that piece of paper is people that I meet in multiple countries. They all write the same thing. Time is running out, start living. And they write it in their language. They give me their name, the date, and in their language. So currently I have it in, I have one, it started in Bangladesh. So Bangla language, Hindi language, Chinese language, and then now my friend a couple of days ago, I got her to put this on there in the Vietnamese language. So basically every country that I go to, when I find someone who is authentic, I will ask them to write this message and carry it. So I have room for many countries. Right now I only have 4 countries on there. So it's kind of cool, kind of interesting, kind of a cool way to remind myself that time is always running out and I need to start living. So therefore, when someone says, hey, you, sir, come here and let's go do this together. And I'm like, I don't even know who you are, but okay, let's go. Because I need to start living. So it's just a kind of a simple reminder for myself that time is running out and just be adventurous. So it's kind of cool. That's my favorite piece of jewelry. Chai, yeah. I want chai. Maybe Brock also on Instagram account as well. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Get together with Call Rock in New Delhi. That gives you more exposure. Tourist airs totally. Yeah, message him and set it up and say, hey, this dude is trying to speak Hindi, and you set that up and no problem. I'll fly it. If he agrees to it, I will happily go to Delhi if that's where he's based. No problem. That'd be fun. Yeah, you set it up, I'll do it. Happy your spirit is very uplifting. Thank you for your videos. Yeah. Anyone Japanese? I doubt it. I don't have a lot of Japanese followers, but maybe. Thank you for the videos. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching them. I mean, without people watching the videos, it's kind of depressing. So thank you for watching. I think Colombia would be a good for you. Yeah, I want to go to Colombia. In fact, when I was researching many years ago, I knew that I was going to start traveling the world and I didn't know where to start. Colombia was on my top 3, but I chose the Philippines instead, and then I just got hooked on Asia, and now I'm in Asia. Had I gone to Colombia, I would have really started to speak a lot of Spanish and dove into Spanish, and I'd be in South America right now, probably, or Central America. But it just kind of worked out this way in Asia. So, yeah, just luck of the draw, I guess. I go to Denver today. Denver, cool. Enjoy Denver. I was there a couple times. It's really cool, very beautiful. It's going to be pretty cold right now because winter's approaching, probably a lot of snow. But be safe on the roads when you travel up the mountains. My God, so many people die every year traveling through the mountains and just fall off the cliff and die. So be careful. What country would you suggest living in on $1,000 a month for my wife? Ooh, I can't tell you that. Has decent medical care. Decent medical care. Difficult to get a visa to live there. 56, to be honest, any country. It all depends on what you want. Like, what are your desires? Yeah, because culture is different everywhere that you go, and I cannot suggest one place over another unless you say, well, we really like this thing or we really like that thing. Like, what do you like to do in your free time? Do you like beauty and want to climb mountains in your free time? Then you want to pick certain countries. Medical care is going to be relatively easy in all countries. You would just research where the good hospitals are before you go and kind of live within a 10 or 20 mile radius of that, and then you're good to go. You being a foreigner, you can, I don't know, sometimes get special treatment in these hospitals. It's kind of weird. So, yeah. I mean, medical care in India is quite impressive, especially in the cities. Vietnam was interesting. I did some research on Vietnamese surgeries and stuff, and some of the decisions that they were making during a surgery process was very different than American surgery processes. And it was really disturbing to watch some of these things, but I did just because I was curious. And so Vietnamese logic on healthcare is really unique and different to me. So I don't know, do your research is all I can tell you, but I don't know. Your money on $1,000 a month will go a long way in every Asian country. Yeah, it would. And you can live quite comfortably in China if you did China as well, because most people do not earn $1,000 a month. So, I mean, there's some people who earn significantly more than that, but generally, the average income is not that high. So you could literally live anywhere in Asia on $1K a month and do okay. You could live quite comfortably. How much clothes do you carry with you? How many clothes do you carry? Not very many. Kind of more now because I just left China and I replaced some. I think 5 shirts, 2 pair of pants, and 1 pair of swimming shorts. 1 pair of tennis shoes, 1 pair of flip-flops, and that's it, I think. A watch now, and a belt. 2 belts. 2 belts, because my friend bought me a belt a couple days ago, so now I have 2 belts. So not very much. Yeah, I try to wash my clothes every 2 days just to keep on top of everything. I think people would be fascinated by, I'm not even sure I'm going to film in Goa because it's a tourist area. So I won't be thrilled and excited in Goa like I am in a village. I will have fun because my friend will be there. We'll hang out and, I don't know, have a beer and just chill out and relax. It'll be fun. But excited, I wouldn't say excited because it's not a village in the middle of nowhere. Like, that to me is awesome. What do you do for a living? Nothing. I'm unemployed, and I've been unemployed for like ever. So, nothing, actually. That's my job. My job is a YouTuber, and I make almost nothing. But that's my job. Crazy, right? I'm weird. I don't know why you guys follow me. But this is really good. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't even know what else to say, really. I just wanted to touch base and say hello to everyone because I'm so far behind. But I still have a couple videos coming. The next video is going to be a Bangladeshi video. What video is that? That is, I don't know, but it's posting tomorrow morning, my time, India time. So tomorrow night, Eastern Standard Time. And then the video after that will be fun. My favorite, I just wrote Carl Rock trying to say, that's funny. Yeah, man. That's great. Let me know. I'm just too lazy. I have messaged so many people as YouTubers in so many countries to say, hey, let's meet up and let's kind of help each other out. And 0 people have ever written me back. I mean, 0. So I just stopped. I'm just done. So if he says, hey man, let's do it, happily, I will meet him. No problem. Yep. But I have met up. I'm on a couple different channels. I've been filmed a couple different times. Once in China, twice in China, actually, recently. And then I know I was on someone else's channel. In Bangladesh, I was on someone else's channel, even though I haven't seen that video. I don't know. I'm on a couple different channels, and I have filmed one other YouTuber, but the other ones either couldn't film the next day or they had to leave, and so they weren't on my channel. Something like that. I don't remember how it went, but generally, it's really difficult. People just don't message me back. It's really weird. Carl's cool. He'll do it. Yeah. Cool, man. I think it'd be fun. What else? I don't even know what else to say. My words are running out. I don't know what else to say other than thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for giving me someone to talk to in English. because it's really difficult. There's a couple different areas in Varanasi, and I live as far away from the tourist area as possible. So therefore, there's less money. So therefore, there's less education. So therefore, there's less English. And so every day, the majority of the words that come out of my mouth are in Hindi, which is awesome, and I love it because I want to learn Hindi. So it's really difficult. So it's kind of fun to speak English. I honestly don't speak English very often, every day, any day. So it's kind of fun. Really weird, right? I'm strange. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. I don't know what that is. It was fun. Jai Shri Ram. It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Have you ever slept outside the night? No, because you have it. Nope, never. I am prepared to do that. However, as long as the temperature is not super cold, I am actually prepared to do that in my bag, just in case. I sleep in a mosquito net every night, and I travel with one, just because there's been times. Let me tell you. Can I tell you something that will make you like want to vomit? I'm from the United States originally. I always sleep in a mosquito net, even in the places people were laughing at me, like, why are you sleeping in a mosquito net? And I'll tell you why, because every morning I wake up, there's been times where I wake up and I am surrounded by mosquitoes, like just 1,000 of them on my net. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't even believe it. Like, and that is why, because I don't want to die of some type of weird jigaboo disease from another country from these mosquitoes. And the worst creepy part ever, I don't even like to talk about it, is bed bugs. They are everywhere. Especially, I've experienced them in northeastern India and Bangladesh, by the gobs of them. And so I can't tell you how many times I woke up on my mosquito net. These little bugs are crawling all over my net trying to find a way in, and they're bed bugs. And it's just awful. It's just a really disturbing sight. So you just spend time flicking your net and shooting them off. It's really disgusting. So I can tell you, if you're traveling in Asia, I don't want to pinpoint Asia, but it's just there. I won't say anything else, but just bring mosquito nets. Sleep inside mosquito nets and you'll be, but not mosquito nets where the holes are big, because bed bugs can go right inside those holes, the smallest holes you can find, because bed bugs, I learned, have babies, and those babies can sometimes fit in those small little holes, and that's really not cool. But it's a thing that I have to deal with traveling the world, and as much as I dislike it and think it's absolutely disgusting, it doesn't stop me, and I still go and I still sleep in hotels every night because I have no option. And yes, these bed bugs do not just exist in the cheap hotels. I've been in nice hotels and bed bugs are there too. So I sometimes sleep in a 3-star beautiful hotel, and still sleep inside my mosquito net because I am terrified of those stupid bed bugs, and they do exist. So yeah, that's a thing. That's definitely a thing. Even though you can't catch a disease from a bed bug, it's just the thought of these little critters crawling on you, sucking your blood while you sleep at night. So gross, even though they don't transmit diseases, but obviously mosquitoes can. Have you a brand name for the netting? No, I don't. It's generic. I ordered a generic one from China when I was in the United States from eBay. They're everywhere. Just zoom in on the photos and find small holes. And that's basically what I did. But nope, just get one. But I can suggest a brand name of shirt to buy. Yeah, look at that. You know you want one. You can also get a Edges of Earth t-shirt from the link below in case anyone wants to rock someone's socks off by traveling in their local area. And by the way, which is cool, I don't know if anybody has even seen this post or not, I now have made Edges of Earth shirts designed specifically for some of the countries that I visited. For example, Philippines. If the Philippines wants a shirt, awesome. You can get the Edges of Earth Atlas map on the shirt, but the colors are all Filipino flag colors. Same thing with India, Indian colors. Same thing with Bangladeshi colors. So you can order a shirt and represent your own home country. So that's kind of really cool, I think. So any of you can do that. The shirts, unfortunately, are not super cheap. It's $20 for a shirt, and then shipping out of the country is like, it's like another $20. I mean, it's ridiculous, and I can't control that. So it's not a cheap shirt, unfortunately. Yeah, but what can you do? But what is the translation, Gladiator? Jai Shri Sham. Like in this area, people say good morning, and they'll say, I don't remember anymore because I don't say it, but I don't know. People have different greetings based on religion or something like that. But Ram is something like, what's up, or something in Bhojpuri, which is in like the Calcutta area. Not Calcutta, but Bihar area. They'll say Ram Baya, which means like, hey, what's up, or good morning, or something like that. Do you have a brand name? What is the average price at night in the hotels where you have been staying in India? Well, I haven't stayed in a lot of hotels in India, but I try to go to the cheapest places possible. So the average hotel that I would stay in India is about $7 per night, and that's a private room. Not the most beautiful place, but it's a place. But generally, if you want like a 3-star and above, you're looking at, depending on where you are, it completely depends on the city, $20 a night, $14 to $25 per night, $14 to $25 per night, depending on the city. There are some cities that you go to, it is illegal for a foreigner to sleep in a hotel that is less than a 3-star. So you must pay that price. You cannot stay in a hostel. You cannot do these other things. It's just really weird. The government controls that. It's frustrating. Terrorist country Pakistan is not far. Yeah, well, I'm going to Pakistan, so hopefully nothing crazy happens to me. But I think the people there are quite kind. There are some groups that are not, but I hope to stay away from those groups. Shri Shri. I don't know. I'll have to ask someone what the meaning is. Visit south part of India. Want to see the real beauty of India? Yeah, I will. That's my goal, to film this fall, this winter. I will film southern India. And wow. Oh, that is the military base behind me. And I will film some things down there. But unfortunately, they don't speak Hindi down there, so I can't practice my Hindi during the winter with anyone other than me, Amir. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Brock, it is cold in Pakistan in the winter. Yes, correct. That is why I am hanging out in southern India for the winter to be warm. And then once the temperature starts to rise in spring, that is when I will go to Pakistan, because it'll be warm. That is the only reason I'm not going to Pakistan right now, is because of the cold. So, yep. I want the summer. I want to swim if there's anything clean. I want to hang out and explore and not be cold. I hate the cold. Will you be seeing the Taj Mahal at any point? Absolutely not. I will probably go to Agra eventually, but I refuse to go inside that place where they overcharge tourists. It's just, I don't support it. I don't think it's cool. Where you are not from here, so you pay 1,000 rupees, but everybody else pays 50 rupees or something like that. Like, what? Like, how is that okay? So my feet walking on the ground is the same feet as an Indian person, so I'm causing the same amount of damage, and I'm causing the same amount of wear and tear, the same amount of dirt. In fact, we are not dirty and throw garbage on the ground like many Indian people, so therefore it actually costs less for a foreigner to go and explore in there, but you want to charge us 1,000 rupees and charge them less. Why? So those things I don't support. And that was everywhere in Cambodia also, where, your skin is white, you pay more. You are not from this country, you pay more. Not like an extra little bit, like quadruple, in this case 10 times higher price. How is that okay? How is that even allowed by the government? It's frustrating. So I choose to avoid those places. I will go next to it and say, I see it, yep, it's over the fence. I see the Taj Mahal, but I will refuse to go inside until it becomes fair and honest. Then I will happily go inside. So that's how I think. I don't support that crap. Don't lie, you scared of that, Pakistanis. Jihadists, right. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. But I don't know. I have no idea. I will do a little bit of research in the south this winter to understand where I should and should not go. I honestly know nothing about the country other than it looked cool in photos. Many people are scared of the country. It's full of Muslims, and that makes me want to go more. That's all I know. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go start editing, get warm. I'm getting cold. It's kind of cold here in the mornings. I need to stand in the sun and unthaw. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope all of you have a wonderful day. Thank you all for hanging out with me. And yeah, if you have anything to drink, cheers. Oh, what the hell did I do? I just bumped something. Oh, there you're back now. Because white Britishers looted us before it's time to get it back. I guess, I don't know, but it's still wrong. I'm not, there's only one, so okay, so if you want to do that, then charge British people. That's only one country, but they're cheating 194 other countries. Yeah, or 193 actually. They're cheating 193 other countries. So, I don't know. The logic isn't there. It doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, hope you have a great day. Hopefully I'll have another live stream in 2 weeks. I probably will when I'm in Goa, just to say hello, and maybe you can meet my Russian friend. Who knows? Maybe not. No idea. Anyway, hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you all for watching. And remember, your time is running out. Start living. I don't know how to end this. Take care. Goodbye. Goodbye. Somehow.